Okay, good afternoon. I am Kat from Danus world, Celtic world, excuse me. And I got that because I am half Irish and half Spanish. See, that didn't work so well. I'm lighting incense today. I'm going to be doing patchouli. We are going to be talking about Scorpio today. I'm trying to get these done by the end of today before the month of May is over. With me being an educator, we've had some grading to do at the end of the year, and grades are due. And so I had a lot going on with that. Light my oil and my incense. Okay. Scorpio, water signs. Okay. You're a fixed water sign, and you are you are the one that believes you are the sign of hard water, getting it done. I'm doing with the ruler of Pluto. Your personality is pretty intense and sexual. Your sign deals with the sexual organs of the zodiac. You're in the eighth house. Your eighth house deals with taxes, institutions, insurance, death, inheritance, regeneration, and again, you're a very sexual sign. So let's get started on reading that. Oh, I'm going to shuffle the cards. And while I'm shuffling the cards, I'm going to read to you what's going on for this month. I have my notes here. The new moon came into Taurus on the 26th. On the 27th, we started our waxing phase in Taurus, ruled by Venus and Earth sign. On the 30th of April was Walpurgis night in Cancer, and Valentine's Day on May 1st, a day of growth, hand fasting, being childlike, being a kid again, celebrating the growth of the earth and growing new things and planting new things. On May 2nd, we went into Leo, and Leo is all about creativity and passion. It's a sun sign. It's a great sign. Leo's very creative. Mercury was in retrograde until May 3rd. However, and I've said this in all my readings, however, you're going to feel the effects until May 8th, May 9th, right before your sign on May 9th, Scorpio, ruled by Pluto, goes into that day, okay, at about 1:01 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we're all going to still feel the Mercury retrograde effects, even though Mercury went direct on May 4th, okay? So don't make any major purchases or sign any major contracts or do anything major when it comes to technology or money or cars or anything that has to do with mechanical, technical issues or communication, because Mercury rules those things. Wait a few days till about the 8th to do any purchasing. On the 9th, again, we may want to get our hands in the earth and do a hiking, go into the forest or the wilderness, do something creative and go to a state park and go for a bike ride or something of that sort. Do something that has to do with, being outdoorsy, becoming one with Mother Earth. Scorpio, again, is going to move into, on the 9th, into its own sign before the full moon at 1:01 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, ruled by Pluto. And on May 10th, Scorpio will be in the full moon, the hare full moon, in Scorpio at 20 degrees. Anybody that has Scorpio, if you have anything in any one of your planets in 20 degrees Scorpio, whether it be your sun sign, your moon sign, your ascending sign, your Venus sign in Scorpio, which most of you do, whether it's Ketu or Rahu, because we're going to discuss that in a few seconds, you're going to definitely feel these effects. It's going to be, you're probably already starting to feel the effects of your own sign, okay? The color of the day will be yellow for those of us who do spell work or incantations or any ritual activity for those of us who are pagan. The incense of the day is honeysuckle and honey or honeysuckle. I say this because honeysuckle sticks, and if we want our spells or our enchantments or our rituals to work and manifest, we manifest what we bring about, we manifest what we think about, we manifest what we say. So be careful as well on that day, on those 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, probably from the 9th to the 15th, especially you, Scorpio. It's also called Vestic Day, Vestak Day. It's a tribute to the goddess Vesta. Time to decorate our altars with flowers and lots of plants and beautiful things like that, because she's Vesta, the goddess Vesta, is the goddess, the virgin goddess. She's the purest goddess of them out there. She also represents hearth, home, and family, which is really important for most of us, regardless of our religious, our spiritual beliefs. The full moon, again, will go into its own at 5:42 Eastern Standard Time and 4:42 Central Standard Time. Let's remember our Dharma, which is who we are, who we stand, or our moon sign or our ascendant sign. Remember to also go back and catch those readings as well, because some of those might have to do with you, Scorpio, at this time. But be in yourself in Scorpio. And Scorpio wants us to dig deep below the surface. It's ruled by Pluto. It will trine at this time with the sun sextiling the moon. And it's going to assist us to go deeper within ourselves, how we look at ourselves, how we see ourselves in the world, how we see ourselves alone, how we see ourselves working with others, and how we see ourselves in our career, our families, our siblings, and our children. It's a good time for reproduction and growth because Scorpio is ruled by the sexual organs. It is a sexual sign. Woohoo. And you may want to plan to reproduce at this time, or possibly try to have a baby. But it's also asking us to not only reflect, but to release things that no longer is good for us. If you have bad friends, get rid of them. Bad job, try to get a new one. Bad circumstances, change them. If you're having bad issues with yourself, addictions, problems, not making it on time, change them. It is time to change them. And I'm going to tell you why, because the South Node, which is Ketu, our karmic past, our shadow past, the dragon's tail, is telling us to let these things go and start anew. Okay? It's going to have a grand trine in Saturn, the past, which is trining with Sagittarius. Okay? It's start anew. New beginnings. Get rid of your karmic past. What you have done in the past, Ketu is telling us, honey, it no longer works for you. No matter how hard you try to do what you've been doing, even if it's cooking or going to work or doing something at work, it's not going to work for you anymore. It's not going to work for you anymore. You're going to have to change up your routine, change up places that you work, change up friends, change things. Because Ketu is going to tell us, you're going to see it. You're probably already seeing it, Scorpio. Okay? Then we have the North Node, which is Rahu, the dragon's head, which is going to be in Uranus, which is our future. And we love Uranus because he brings good things. He brings new changes. He brings abundance. Uranus is our future. It's going to be in the north, every sign, the North Node, Rahu, the dragon's head, from May 10th, this full moon, all the way to November 6th, 2018. Okay? And it wants us to be more flexible. Neptune is going to square Mars at this time, and Mars is the action player. He's the run, and Neptune is the illusion, more of the 9th, the 12th house. Mars is the action guy, and Neptune is the 12th house, and it has a lot to do with illusion and your cults and going into your own fantasy and going into your own little world. And we don't want, right now, we got to kind of find a fucking balance. the two of Pentacles. We got to find a balance between home, work, life, family, marriage, children. Balance. Okay? And it's telling us that the North Node, the Dragon's Head, is going to move forward, and it's going to make new changes again from May 10th, 2017, all the way to November 6th, 2018. Is a good close to 18 months. I'm not even counting it, and I'm just guessing it in my head. It's my spirit guides are telling me you need to move forward with new changes, and that's coming with this full moon. Meditate, go outside, go for a walk, think about yourself, dig deeper, think about who you are, what you want, what are you wanting for your new life, for your new your new self, because transformation is going to come whether you like it or not. I'm sorry, but it's going to come, and new transformations are going to come whether we want it or not. Okay, so again, Neptune is going to square Mars, and that's great for those of us who are pagan or do spell work or who are occultists, because that's a real powerful time to do spells and ritual and do the things we love to do, right? Okay. And at that time, you're wanting to be more flexible, make new transformations, try to write down new achievements. Hi, Maxie. And then at the same time, this is all doing things in a new way. Change up what you've done, make it better. Okay? Be creative. For the earth and the water signs, this is a great time for you guys to have stuff, because I'm a Pisces. I know. I mean, like, I'm feeling it. I was feeling it from Friday, this full moon that's coming. I mean, like, whew, it's like a pea soup. I feel it so strongly. And sorry, I have bad allergies. And so I've been feeling it. And some of you are gonna. This transformation is really knocking you on your ass. For me, it is. I've spent a whole bunch of time meditating, a whole bunch of time doing my readings, and a whole bunch of time resting. I think last night I slept for 11 hours. I was exhausted between my meditations and my readings and doing the other things I do for my family and my children. And it's just like really strong. Really strong. Okay? Also, I wanted to mention between May 9th and the 25th, Saturn is going to be going to make a trine with Uranus. And this can empower a lot of signs, especially Scorpio, because the full moon is in your sign, and it's going to be in your sign it's going to enter into your sign on the 9th of May, and it's going to be leaving on about the 11th of May. And even though it's those 3 days or so, you're still going to be feeling it probably till about the 15th. And it's good. It's positive changes, new career, new contracts, new this, new that, new friends, new connections, new friends. So it's a positive. It's a positive moon sign, this moon sign that's coming up for everybody. But it's asking us with Ketu, our karmic past, and the South Node, and Rahu, our North Node, which is going to be in Uranus, which is our future, and Ketu, Saturn, which is our past. It's asking us to make that shift. So right now we're like this. Let's say this is everybody in their own zodiac sign or their own sun sign. I'm not including their ascending sign or their moon sign, but this is all of us in our own sun sign, which is the time we're born. Right now, Ketu and Rahu are asking us to do this and change it up to something completely different, a completely different shape. Everybody see that? Yeah, it's big time change, okay? So with Saturn trining Uranus, it can be, empower us. Mercury's going to enter Taurus on the 16th as well, which is, boom, lots of power, okay? Again, for earth signs and water signs, this could be great for reflection. This is great creativity and changing up things at work, especially for those fire signs and air signs. And, May 11th, the moon's going to return to its waning phase for true study and true journaling, especially for myself. I do that. I study a journal, banishing spells, really just doing more personal development type of work, releasing things that no longer serve us. Again, with Rahu, the North Node, the dragon's head, being in Uranus, our future. It's everybody's sign. And Ketu, our shadow past. Please, please, every sign is going to feel this. I think water and earth signs will probably feel it the most. And since Scorpio, you're a water sign and you're the I'm doing type of personality and I'm going to do it. Once you put your head to it, you're going to freaking get it done. You're going to get it done. And your signs in Pluto, and your sign, Pluto, is in the hair full moon on the 10th this week. Ooh, you're going to be feeling it's going to be so strong for you. It's strong for me because I'm a water sign. I'm a Pisces, but it's going to be so strong for you. It's going to rock you to the core. So if you're not getting your rest, you need to, because after the 9th, with Mars going in, squaring with Neptune, and the way things are going, and that being so strong, especially with spirituality, meditation, the occult, our psychic minds, our clairvoyant, claircognizant, clairaudient, empath, all this other stuff, it's going to be so strong. It's gonna move really fast. And it's going to whip you if you're not in your best health, if you're not in your best, sleep, if you haven't gotten enough sleep. So Scorpio, you need to make sure that you're in your best at this time. Okay, let's go on to the reading. That's what's going on for this month astrologically. I hope all of you can benefit from that. And that is really important. I normally don't shuffle until I feel like, oh, there we go. It's there. Okay, great. Okay, your significator is the Knight of Pentacles. And the Knight of Pentacles is a fantastic card. He's the tester in the zodiac. He's going to put you to the test. And that's exactly what the Knight of Pentacles is. He's also an earthy man. He's a strong man. He's a good man. He likes to, he's going to put you to the test, or you're going to put someone else to the test. That's what I really want to say. Okay? The Pentacles, they're very earthy signs. They're very down-to-earth kind of signs. And, I'm looking at my notes here. A lot of people got a lot of readings got Pentacles, earth signs, especially, and I don't know if that's because of the full moon. Leo got all wands, which is fire sign. I was in shock that Leo had gotten that, but he did, The Knight of Pentacles, when it arrives in this reading, it's telling us that, to expect a test of some kind, a drama-filled scenario. It's going to test your personal beliefs, I'm feeling. Because that's what this card is. It's a testing card. He's a green knight. He's a legend. He's a tester. It's like he's like the general, and he's going to test his troops to see if they're loyal, if they're worthy. Okay? That's your significator, and that means that you must be a very loyal knight or very loyal person, very down-to-earth young person, or elder person, that doesn't really matter, compassionate, dependable, faithful, hardworking, practical. This knight is also a movement card. He likes to be on the move. He likes to do things outdoorsy. He's a very earthy guy. Very compassionate. And you don't want to hurt this man. So this is a good card for you, Scorpio, because that's really who you are. Those are many of your personality qualities and your traits. For many of you, not all of you, but many of you who are true Scorpionic sun signs. Okay? And I say this with all of my heart because my father's a Scorpio. So I know, these guys are great. They love you. They actively observe you. They're the ones that, look at you, and they won't say a thing, but they watch you like a hawk. Don't hurt them. I'm saying this because this is perfect for you, Scorpio, as your significator. Don't hurt them. They may not get vindictive at you, but they will fucking get you back in some way, even if it's a year from now. But be careful with that sign. They actively like to observe you. Again, he's a tester. He or she, they could come, it could be a feminine sign as well, or a feminine masculine sign. But they, they like to move forward, and they're good with dealing. This card is also great, Scorpios, male or female. You deal with challenges really well. I'm liking this. I'm glad. Like, I didn't even know this was going to come up. My guys brought this out, and I'm just shuffling. This is a great card for you. Okay, this covers you. Another knight. Wow. Knight of Wands, which is typically Virgo personality. The Virgo personality. Wow. Like, wow. Okay. Knight of Wands. And, this person, wow, is a mover, a shaker, no playing gamer. Okay. This is a fire and fire sign, which is hot, hot, hot. Okay. This suit of wands is related to the natural element of fire. This is fire on fire sign. I had this in another reading for someone else. I want to say it was Leo. They had it in their, they had it in their what scares them and what they want. Okay, their wishes, their hopes and wishes. And this is a natural element of the 4 knights associated with the energetic element of fire. I mean, like, boom. Okay. This card may also announce an energetic, fiery, equipped, enthusiastic man or woman. The Knight of Wands is to embrace change. Oh, I forgot about that. Embrace Ketu Rahu. Ketu, Dragon's Tail, Karmic Past, Rahu, Dragon's Head, new changes, new transformations. May 10th through November 6th, 2018. Embrace change and have the adventure and the journey, enjoying the new changes that come your way. Fan-freaking-tastic. This card has to do with change, confidence, enthusiastic, enjoying the change, going forward with the change, a passion for travel, a passion for business, a passion to make bold moves and conquer them. Look at that. Conquer them. Movement, a new job, a new house, new, I hate to say this, but I'm feeling new wife or new spouse. Not necessarily for female scorpions, but I'm feeling new everything. New transformations. And you're going to conquer it. Because look, this is you going into him. Not him. Not him charging you. You going into him. That rocks. That really rocks. That covers you. Oh, wow. And now you have the King of Swords. Wow. That is amazing. Amazing. 3 kings. Scorpio, you know this is your full moon. You own it. You own it. I mean, you have gotten 3. You've got 2 knights and a king that crosses you. And this is an important king because these 2 cards are read right side up. Okay? And then you're charging. You came in this way. Okay? I'll do it again because I'll put the cards down. I mean, wow. Here's your significator. This crosses you, right side up, red right side up. Here's your King of Swords. King of Swords is so important. Okay, you got the tester. Can't face any challenges. Confidence, change, abundance, new job, new home, possibly new spouse. Going forward, dealing with it. And then you have the King of Swords, which is fantastic. I mean, the King of Swords represents a mature man, values integrity above anything else, which we know your sign does anyway because that's who you are. Most of you. Not all of you. Most of you. I'll say 99.0%. So there's got to be like that 1 or 2% that might be a jerk. But the rest of you, you value security. Okay? You believe only what can be proven. In other words, don't walk the walk, Talk the talk. Show me your business. Prove it to me, baby. If you're not walking the walk, and if you're talking the talk, you better walk that walk. Prove it to me. That's who you are. Like the best of kings. This man is. You can't see it. Maybe you can. There's like children playing in the background. He's holding a sword. He's got his, his. He's got a hawk on his arm, a loyal hawk, which is his familiar. He's lots of gold, which is royalty. Okay, he relies heavily on his common sense. They believe in only what is proven. He's wise. He's fair. He's a leader. This person has good judgment. Might be ready to defend his kingdom at any time, especially his family. Nothing can beat this guy. Okay. Wow, Scorpio. Okay. He's an authority figure, a fair leader, a good judgment, good justice, good reasoning, good logic, honest ethics, honor, family, knowledge into action, and he does not play games. You have to prove to him who you are before he even lets you in the circle. Wow, rocking. Look at this. Knight, king, rocking, Scorpio. And this is your week too, because your sign, which is ruled by Pluto, will go in on May 9th at 1:01 Eastern Standard Time, p.m. And then we'll sit there and go into the May 10th hair full moon. And wow, powerful, really powerful, Scorpio. Like, this is your foundation. 9 of Swords. Were you stressed out in the past about things? Have things been stressful for you lately? Because I know a lot of signs, between the middle of April and the beginning of May, we've all been kind of stressed out. It's just it's the Mercury retrograde shit, and all the planets were kind of in retrograde, and now all the planets are going to go direct and trine and square each other, and Venus is going to change all that up too next week when it goes direct, and everything is going to be, I believe she's going to be in the second house. I'll have to double check that, but I'm pretty sure by memory. And she's going to kind of pan things out for everybody coming up the next week or so. A lot of people will be getting this card. I call this the stressed out, kind of sucked of your energy card. Okay? Careful about that, because it's at the foot of your foundation. Like I said in your reading, you want to have your energy for this week, especially since the full moon is in your sign in Pluto. Your past, 9 of Wands in reverse. In reverse. Okay, the 9 of Wands she's defending herself. And she is a paranoia, fear, lack of courage when she's in reverse. Maybe you need to look at yourself first. What are you paranoid about? What do you have an anxiety about? Again, stress and, okay, yeah, this came first. So we have stress, anxiety. No, we don't need any more anxiety, because when it's in its right position, it has to do with stamina, courage, and defending your ground. But when it's in reverse, it's anxiety. That's in your waning, though. That's in your past, again. And this is at the foot of your foundation, which is being having a lot of stress, being sucked of your energy, not being able to kind of like sitting when you get home from work and you sit on the couch and you feel like you can't get up because you're just freaking spent, man. Got to get some rest. This is what crowns you, which is the world. Yes, it's the world. The world is in your coming your way. Okay? Here, I love this because this is the world. You have fire, cups, emotions, pentacles, earth, swords, air. You have them all coming your way, especially this week with the full moon. The earth. And the earth sign, I'm going to stand that up. That crowns you, baby doll. That crowns you, Scorpio. That's rocking. And crowning is a major arcana card. Okay? That is awesome. I can't even begin to tell you how rocking that is. Okay? You are really, really coming into your own with this reading. Like, wow. I can't even believe that you even got this. Okay? And it's really good that you have the world coming at your foundation. I mean, at the head that crowns you. Okay, because that is so important. The world, not everybody got, I don't think anybody got the world. I don't think anybody got the world. The wheel of the year. It's celebrating its Sabbaths. For me, I'm pagan, so for me, we just celebrated Valentine's Day on the 1st and Walpurgis Night on 20, at the end of April. And now we're going into, obviously, I have my days where I do my meditations and my spell work, and then on the 10th we have our ritual, our full moon ritual, which we do. And some of you may not follow that, but some of us do, especially Scorpios. They're really connected with the moon. They're really connected with the earth. They're really deeply grounded individuals, and they are very observant, very intuitive, very psychic, just as Pisces are, and Cancerians. Okay? It means good luck working with the energies of the magic of the year. Even if you're not, you have a different spirituality. Working with the celebrations in your own world, in your own life. Even if you're Christian or Baptist or just spiritual per se. I mean, or like me, you might. You might, be into your chakras and meditate. See chakras and meditate. And I have Gabriel, my protector here, and King of Solomon, my protector here. And you might have your own ritual or meditation beliefs, but the wheel of the year coming in here at the crown is telling me that you're going to have great fortune. It is ruled by the deity association of Fortuna or Enrod. Great card to have. Good luck is working with you for this year. For the whole year. For the whole year. Okay? Now this is what's supposed to be our future. And this is the Knight of Cups in reverse. You have a lot of Knights and Kings. The Knight of Cups in reverse, though. Don't let this all go to your head this year. Because this is telling me the Knight of Cups, he's a good father sign. He's a great guy. He is a wonderful man. Can I just say wonderful man? But the Knight of Cups in reverse can mean that you might be a little bit arrogant. You are artistic, intuitive, creative Scorpio. The Knight of Cups is an air water sign. The Cups is related with the natural element, and the 4 elements of the Kings are also all wise and thoughtful. And the astrological association of this card is Scorpio. Dude, excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, whether female or male, the Knight of Cups is in the astrological sign of the zodiac sign of Scorpio, ruled by Pluto. He's very creative, very intuitive. Right set up, fantastic father, fantastic husband, fantastic child bearer, fantastic with children, very intuitive, sits back. He's like the ice cream cone you buy and, you put that icing on top and it hardens. He might be hard on the outside, but once you take a bite and you get on the inside, he's a sweetheart, he's a softie. He's a lover, not a fighter. In reverse, though, okay? You're having difficulty expressing your emotions, okay? You might be a dominating lover, which you're a sexual sign, so it can be sexy, but don't be overbearing, man. Let her do some job or let him do some work too. Don't be an overbearing lover. This is also a person in reverse that takes an unfair advantage of other individuals. Please don't do that. Please don't do that, especially if they're kind-hearted people. Okay? Don't take advantage of another person if they're less experienced than you and they don't know any better. Okay? But this is very, very good. This reading is very good. Just don't take advantage of anybody. Okay? I don't want to see you do that. Don't have difficulty expressing your emotions. You're a lover, not a fighter. And if you have feelings for someone or if you're feeling upset or frustrated, just find a way to express yourself, even if you have to write it down first and kind of read it out loud, even if you're in the bathroom. And some of us do this. We kind of talk over in our heads or maybe out loud. what we're feeling and why we're feeling it, and then we have the nerve to come out and say it. And don't be an overbearing lover, and don't take advantage of other people who are less experienced than you. Please don't do that. You're very smart. You have the world. You have the Knight. You had the Knight of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands, the King of Swords. Can you say boom? Like, wow. Okay? So you need to really be cautious of that. Okay. Oh, great. Hopes and wishes. Family man. Okay. This is the Six of Pentacles. And this is great. In the upright position, this is great. This is, wow, great. Okay? Because the Six of Pentacles is like volunteering, being great with family. Okay? This is a gift. Emotional support, volunteering, an opportunity, giving and receiving, generosity, giving and receiving, your time, your talents, your abilities freely to others. Okay? Giving gifts to family, giving gifts to loved ones, volunteering somewhere, volunteering your time, volunteer your education, giving to the community, giving to the government, giving. This is a very giving card. Charity, scholarships, paying back karmic debt. It's just giving back to the community, man. That's great. Okay. Your community, next is your community, your family, your friends, your coworkers, is the Hangman in reverse. The Hangman in reverse. Okay. And that's a major arcana card as well. And the Hangman in reverse. Are you trying, with Ketu and Rahu and everybody's sign, it's telling us we have to change, man. I hate to break this to you, but you're going to have to change. Okay? Because this is, and I hate to say this, but the Hangman is the 12th card. The 12th card, the astrological association of this card is my sign, the water sign of Pisces, ruled by Neptune. Okay? And in reverse, it's not being able to move on, not being able to let go, not being able to change, not being able to release and leave what needs to be left behind. Let it go. If it no longer serves you, let it go. But for some reason, it's saying you're not able to do that. Let it go. Okay? Then we have your wishes and dreams. Oh, the Magician. As above, so below. As within, so out. Working, and this is also, you have a lot of major arcana cards here. As above, so below. As within, so without. The Magician is, oh, I love this card. Oh, mwah. I love that card. Okay, that's also a major arcana card, and that is telling us, okay, that he is number one, by the way. I'll put this down so I can show you. He is number one in tarot. The Hangman is 12. 12 could be divided by 3, which is why it's Pisces, because the rule of 3 times 3, comes into effect of that. As you do unto others, will come back to you threefold law. But this is Mercury is gone direct. This Magician is ruled by Mercury, okay? And we already said, as below, so as above. Skill, determination, connection, confidence, strength, will, working your magic spells, working your rituals. But remember the threefold law. What you do unto others comes back to you threefold. Okay? Working your magic. We do exist on all planes, in this world and in the other world. As above, so below. That's what that means. In this world and in the other world. Working your spells, that you're working with spirits from the other world. Working with yourself in this plane and on other planes. Okay? And also, it's the element of the spirits. I'm working with the 4 elements. Okay? Working with the 4 elements of spirit. With the elements of spirit and the 4 elements, okay? Because even though the pentacle is 5, which represents earth, air, fire, water, spirit, this guy, as above, so below, as within, so without, in this world, in the other world, on this plane, and in the other plane, he's working with earth, air, fire, water, spirit. He has confidence. He has confidence in what he does. He's a person with confidence. He's a person that goes out there and does it. He's a person that he manifests things. He makes them happen. That's a great card for you, Scorpio, because you're a manifester. And when you want something, you make it happen. And you don't let anybody get in your way either. Great card. Okay? Having personal power. Having personal power. It's great. It really is. It's a great card. Okay? And then our outcome is the Page of Cups in reverse. And that just means, it doesn't mean, and I know this because I'm a Pisces, so I know this is actually my sign. Page of Cups is a Pisces sign. It's an apprentice working on their psychic powers, working on their abilities, but in reverse, it means you're not working on your personal abilities, you're not working on your psychic powers. You're kind of pushing that to the side, and you really need to hone into it if you're a pagan. If you're not a pagan, you're just a regular person. This is kind of not working on your personal power. You need to work on your personal power and hone in your talents, because you're good at your talents, and that's what you want. Okay, you are good at your talents, and you want those talents. Okay, it's ignoring your intuition. Don't ignore your intuition. Don't ignore your talents. Don't ignore your magical psychic gifts. Don't refuse to commit to these things. Your personal power, your personal gifts, your personal strengths, your personal wisdom. That's what it means in reverse. Okay? For us pagans, it would be ignoring your psychic gifts, ignoring your psychic abilities, ignoring your abilities to use these psychic gifts and talk to your guides and use your magical powers. You need to study and use what you have been given to by the universe, because not everybody has those, and I'm glad I have mine. Okay? And then on the bottom of the deck, and I wanted to stress this because this again was what crowned you the Wheel of the Year, which was fantastic. But the bottom of the deck, you got a Scorpionic card, the Death card. And it's not, I love this because everybody's like, oh, I got the Death card. No, you're not going to die. And it doesn't mean you're going to die. It means transformation. That's what it means. Okay? It means transformation. Okay? It means a lot of things, but it definitely doesn't mean death. It means transformation. Coming into your own. He's just conquered a major battle. And the child here goes and gives him the flowers. Okay? It's their way. It's showing me that your way of life is about to change forever. You're going to transform and change. Again, Ketu, Dragon's Tail, Karmic Past, Shadow Past, Rahu, Dragon's Head, in Uranus, for the future. In the future. It's time for you don't have a choice. You're transforming. This is promising you, whether you like it or not, dude, you're changing. And this guy the little child here is innocently handing him flowers. Transformation, success, moving forward. Cycles of life and nature are at its end, and you're going to transform into something new. Transform into something new. And it has to do with the Astrological Association of Scorpio. I mean, this is you. This is your astrological sign. You actually have a lot of cards in your astrological sign. You do. This is one of them. Change, transformations, new beginnings, new achievements, new way of life, new way of thinking. Endings and beginnings, cycles of nature and life changing, becoming new. Okay, now I'm going to read my ancient oracle cards. And this is past, present, future. Okay, and I do this to kind of add on to your tarot reading, to help you see things from different light. Because not all readings kind of hit every spot exactly. Okay. Oh, wow. Yeah, I can't even push that in there. Okay. Oh, okay. Great. All right. So, we have present, omen. Omen. Ornithmancy. Omen. And I'll explain that to you in a second. Present. Crystal ball. Clarity. And present, I can see this because you have the full moon in your sign, and you're going to be going into May on the 9th. And on this day, it actually, astrologically, with Pluto being so intuitive, you're in your 9th house. I've got my my astrology chart here. Within your 9th house, you are very intuitive, very sensitive, very sexual, very psychic person, very deep, deep, deep thinker, water sign, Scorpio. You are all about, I'm doing it. Clarity, reflection. Okay, and then last, you have lots, which is your ruins, and this is chance. I don't know if you can see that. It says chance. Chance. Okay, and I'm going to kind of dig deeper on this. And I want to let you look at the cards there for a minute. Okay, just take a look. And I want you to focus on them because I know what they mean. But I want you to kind of focus on that because there's something in there that I want you to pay attention to. And with that is omen and clarity and then chance. Okay, so I'm going to say this again. Omen, which is your intuition. It's telling, and I've been talking about this the whole reading, about intuition, messages, signs, psychic abilities, doing anything that will take you from your true path, even if it's jobs or people, not being honest with yourself. That is the King of Cups card, dishonesty. Someone that's going to be going into new adventures. It's your destiny. You don't have a choice. And even though this is in the past, it may be waning now because we're starting a new cycle with Scorpio or Rahu, the dragon's head, going into our lives, all of our lives, from May 10th to November 6th, 2018. Omen, destiny, messages, signs from the other world, signs from other people. Take time to get involved in new adventures. Do not move forward if you don't feel it's your destiny to do it, is my point. And I know you guys are really sensitive because you're water signs just like I am. And it takes away from it, you know. It really does. If you are sensitive to something and you don't feel like it's going to work for you, you're not going to do it, man. You're not going to do it. It's going to be like, no, this doesn't really feel right. You know, this doesn't really feel right. And here you have, you know, you have connections, crystal ball. Concentrate on your own talents. Concentrate. Page of Cups. Your talents, your gifts and abilities. Concentrate on your talents, gifts and abilities, your special interests, and they will clear up for you. Keep yourself on full alert. You are very spiritual. Keep your mind clear for spirit communication. I don't know if you're into that sort of thing, but kind of like maybe even like a deceased loved one that you care about might be sending you messages to like watch yourself, watch your back, watch what's going on around you to protect you. Kind of like feeling like something's not right sometimes, or maybe something's great, but it's too good to be true. So maybe you might want to watch yourself and make sure that you have clarity. As above, so below, as within, so without, on this plane and on the other plane, that you have clarity that these things are good for you. Or whatever venture you're taking, job, venture, travel, trip, somewhere, is good for you. And it's going to serve you correctly. It's gonna help you. or your career, okay? And it'll help you personally, professionally, and make you feel better internally and externally. Those are important attributes to have, because if you don't feel good internally and externally, and your mind's kind of all over the place, and you're feeling like you're stressed out, you have anxiety, you're not going to be able to follow your destiny. You're not going to have that clarity. And changes are going to be hard to deal with. Okay, and then we have lots. And lots is just lots of stuff are going to come your way. You know, more you're going to need to you're going to experience get more confident in the future from all this, learning, meditating, moving forward, seeking out others, just being aware of others, and also digging deeper, as I told you, which Rahu wants you to, and Scorpio and Pluto wants you to, this full moon. Experience stronger, more confident you. Opportunities will come along, and chance, again, opportunities will come along, helping you reach your full potential, helping you reach who you are, okay? Don't be afraid to build on a solid foundation. Take a chance. Take a chance on building on a foundation. And it will help you. It will serve you. And you will have chances that will come along to you for your future to help you build a stronger foundation as you get older and more wiser and more intuitive. Okay? That's that. Wow. You have a rockin' reading. I'm really quite impressed. Um, okay. Yeah. And also I want to tell you something that's really, I don't know if you noticed, destiny, omen, okay? Gaining clarity and having lots of chances coming to you. You see how that kind of works? It kind of works in order like that. So be aware of that, please. Okay? And I want you to do so because it's really important for you. Now we're going to go to my Celtic oracle cards, and as we've mentioned before, Celtic knots, beautiful flowers. This means in this world and in the other world, on this plane and in the other plane. As above, so below, as within, so without. We manifest in both worlds. Okay? And that's incredibly important. Wow. Okay. Finally. Woo! What do we got here? Moon of Liberation. Which you are having a full moon. And excuse me, I'm going to move this back. You are having a full moon in your sign. Moon of Liberation. Moon of Liberation is actually a moon in Sagittarius, and it's the season of early summer. And the herb that is associated with this is the red hot clover, or red clover, excuse me. There's no hot in there, okay? And it's really supposed to be a moon where it is going to set us all free because of these transformations, okay? And the key word for this sign is transformation, evolution, personal fulfillment, wisdom, freedom, clear sight, opportunities. And this is all about change, transformation, opportunities. Ketu, getting rid of your karmic past. Rahu, the dragon's head, moving forward because it's going to be in Uranus, which is the future. It's going to be in everybody's sign until November 6, 2018. It's asking all of us to move up with fifth dimension, to our fifth dimension, to ascend and change. I mean, the world is changing already. People are going batshit crazy since Donald Trump got elected. The world is asking us to change and not be violent, to think more, to meditate more, to be more intuitive, to be more internal, and not just react on external factors that happen in our environment. Okay? And, the affirmation of this card is, you're firmly between worlds, and who are you going to become when you make this transformation? What kind of wholeness are you going to have, Scorpio? What kind of celebrations and sovereignty do I not fear in my shadow. Look at who you are in your shadow world, in your shadow past. For together, you can, with the meditation and taking yourself and grounding yourself together with those things, you can become more wise and grow. And with more wisdom comes more money, comes more abundance, comes more freedom. And you like that. You don't like to be held down. So I hope this reading was good for you, because it was great for me. You rock, Scorpio. And hopefully my dad is watching this too, because he's a Scorpio. And this reading was fantastic. Again, make sure you are in your own Dharma this week, especially with the moon going into your sign on the 9th. You're probably feeling the effects now, and it will last until about the 15th. And things are going to start changing because Venus is going direct, and she's going to start panning out things and making things a little easier for everybody. So I hope this was great for you, and I wish you the best of luck this week, Scorpio. Blessed be.